Hey, you gonna help me push this car out?
Okay.
Okay. Now, oh, guy, look who's here. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, Lily's gonna help me get the car pushed out. We've got to paint this thing, right?
Yes. I really want you to paint it purple, please.
Well,
like my favorite YouTuber, Afmal, please.
Okay, it's gonna be green. But we need a clear and clean space to paint it, right?
Yeah.
So Daddy's gonna build a big paint booth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show these guys how to put it together.
Okay.
How to set it up.
Dad.
And with a ventilation system, and for less than $100. Sound cool?
Yeah, but
Okay.
Dad, there might be girls and boys watching this. Not just boys, girls and boys.
Don't mess with that. Yes, you're right. Boys and girls.
Yes.
Let's get to work.
It's not. Oh, okay, it's going. I'm actually pushing.
Are you gonna hit that door over there?
Yeah.
Huh? Am I gonna hit that door?
No.
Okay, that's what I need to know.
I just. I hope it doesn't hit. Ah!
Need a bit of lumber. One by twos. They're like furring strips. They're, I don't know, a little more than $1 a piece, $1.80 maybe. And it comes 18. Some regular furring strips. This is like, I don't know, $15, and you'll see what I need them for. And some plastic. I forgot to grab the box, but it's 100 foot long, 10 foot high, because the structure I'm gonna build is 8 foot high, and I want that extra. You'll see why. And it's like $36. I'll give you a total when we're all done. Tools. Oh, the battery's dead. But yeah, Phillips, zing, zing, zing. Need some drywall screws, about 1.5 inches or so, or just whatever you got lying around. Measuring tape. And I like a little stapler. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. It's handy. Of course, I've had this for a while, but if you wanted to go buy one, it's air powered. Psst. It's like $30 at the Harbor Freight, right? Now, let's get it planned out. Man, never seen this floor this clean. Well, the air is thicker than Aunt Jemima's maple syrup. It's thick, I can't breathe. All right, anyhow. I cut. Okay. Look at it this way. I made a big enough square for that car to fit in and comfortably walk around and paint it. It's a small car, luckily. When I paint the 57 Chevy, all this stuff will be gone, so I'll have more room and I'll just extend it or make a new one, whatever. So it's 18 feet long, 12 feet wide. So it's plenty wide enough for that car. So I took my 8-footers and cut them down to 6 feet. So I got 1, 2, 3 6-footers. Use the spares to double it up, right? So these 1x2s, it's not hardwood, it's just soft pine. So, and if you look and see where my screws are, just a little carpenter hillbilly lesson, they're far from the end. And it's far from the end of that one where the joint is. Far from the end of the joint of that one and there. And just one screw. one screw in the corners. I took other pieces that I cut off, mitered them at 45s. You don't have to. I did it because I got the saw. And you can just use a hand saw. It doesn't matter. Hacksaw, sawzall. One screw in each end, just one. Except for I had one place blow out, so I had to put a second screw in, but just one. We're not building a house. We're not building a deck. We're building a temporary car shelter is all it is. Now, if you did this outside in the wind and all that, you might have to use 2x4s, a little bit something bigger. But I think we're sheltered from the wind pretty good in here. So all four corners. And I did use a framing square just for hex of it. Make sure my corners were square. All right. All right. On to the next step. Phew. Well, I kind of miscalculated. Knowing it was 12 foot wide, I bought 10 foot for a reason. I don't know. Anyway, this is 4 mil. I have a box of 6 mil right there. I'm not sure how much is in it. So basically, I'm lazy and I want to go back to the store, so I use some of my automotive, actually my house paint and plastic, just unfold it once, and it's about the same thickness. It's the same deal. It's fine. Fine. Now this is the ceiling. So now I gotta think of a crafty way to get this in the air. 8 feet. Well, kids, it's a bit of a rough night. You saw where I had the one end and ended up getting the other end up. And while I was working on getting my abrasives and grabbing a ladder, yeah, it just went off down one side, and I thought about using safety strings or twine or something, and I should have done it, because guess what I got now? Twine. Oh, you can see that. There's a couple down in that corner. This one's tied to that bicycle. Fan. Got 2 corners tied off up there. So we're good now. I mean, it's pretty solid. So I'll have lumber all down through here. I'll have these corners buttoned in and have it all closed off. This has got to open yet to put the car back in. I got to have it in and out a couple times, but I can still get through here. And I have a makeshift door. Here's the intake fan. So we got air going in, air going out. That way we don't suck bugs up underneath the bottom or something funny like that. There's our makeshift door. I need to find me a hinge and screw that up there. That way I can just push it open and then plunk, it'll shut. Furnace filter. Furnace filter, that one will plug up pretty quick. It's not super sealed around there. It's drawing air out though. I'm you know, tore one hole. There you go. All kind of room for activities. I just want to, in the light, I mean, you know, it kind of diffuses all the light, and it's pretty bright in here. So I've got another light I'm gonna put on this side and one on the other side. That'll help when we go to car painting. All right, maybe I'll try it out real quick. Oh, I got just the thing. Yep, I'm gonna show you something. See this right here, that light colored, right there. Well, after I turned you guys off last week and went in and worked on the video, put it together, everything's looking good, I come back out here and I was like, oh my God. What happened was the last few coats of clear, I put her on a wet, you know, stuff laying like this, you can just really load that clear on there. But being so hot, remember it was like 85 degrees in here, that stuff started kicking off and hardening up on the outside because it was so thick. So the outside layer was hardening up while the VOCs and the good stuff that's got to evaporate got stuck. And so it did basically solvent pop and little bitty tiny psh all over it. So the process worked good. Hey, I make mistakes and we fix them. You know, when you fix your mistakes, you're less likely to do them again. So let's go ahead and put some color on these. I'm just going to do 1 coat of green and then 2 coats of clear on the thin side. Came out quite a bit nicer. I was a little worried there for a second. It was doing some funny stuff. I just left it alone. The clear is much thinner, I can tell. Just 2 quick coats. That's it. It's not perfect, but I sure wasn't expecting perfect. Just a little better than it was. Wow. Yeah, the old paint booth worked out pretty good. You know, it was a little bit of work. Spent less than $100. You know, if I really wanted to take it apart, roll it all up, put it in the corner, put it back together and use it again. Now this plastic, being the kind of plastic that it is, paint dust will kind of get on it and then fall off. So we're going to make sure that since we've painted in here already, we'll spray these walls down, spray the floor down, get our lumber and fence post, whatever I got, to keep it down on the bottom edge all the way around, get the car cleaned up, get it ready to go, and we'll button up it. We'll just zip it in here, you know, and get to painting on the big go day. It's coming up. Yep. See? Well, there's one bug in here. You know, this is something you guys can do. You gotta, and if you have like a carport, man, just wrap the plastic around it, get the car in there, wrap the plastic around it, a couple $20 fans from the Walmart or Kmart or whatever, and you know, you want a little bit of air coming in and air going out. That way you're not sucking stuff from around the edges and dirt and bugs and all that. One thing we don't have on the parts I just painted is bugs. No bugs. But I better close this up before that happens, because, you know. But hey, appreciate you guys watching, checking it out, hanging out. It's good to see you again. I hope you guys have a good week. Next week we're going to do we got to clean. We got to keep cleaning, some detail stuff, and get ready for this all-nighter paint job. Yep. So hey, leave me a comment, leave me a like, put the video on your WhatsApp thing, whatever. Spread it around for me, will you? I sure appreciate it. You guys have a good week. Junk out. Tired, man.